STEM Able participants and subscribers. This is Valerie, founder of I Am STEM Able, the LLC, soon coming, the .org. Gonna have a different name, long story behind that, but we'll save that for when I write the book on this whole process of trying to help others in STEM education. All right, I have my notes, that's why I keep looking down. So here we go. This month or last month, and actually just yesterday, but most of last month, we got those business taxes done. Very important. I want to make sure that I Am STEM Able is handling their administrative affairs properly so that we can continue to help students without the shadows of improper business management lurking in the background. Okay, so that's definitely been handled. I learned a lot, going to be even more refined when it's time to go ahead and give the government and the state those taxes for 2023. So that was awesome. Going to be attending a nonprofit event next week, but signed up for it and found it in January. Okay, so this is still part of the January report, looking for ways to grow and build. And so found some workshops, also found a grant to apply to in the month of January. So I'll be hearing about whether or not I Am STEM Able receives that end of February, okay? Tutoring is on point. We have got some returning families, some new families, and off the top of my head, there are families in California, one family in Saudi Arabia, still in conversation with the school in Africa. And it's just been wonderful, just trying to get out there and get known, understanding the importance of advertising and leads. And it's just a tremendous endeavor to try to grow. You know, it's one thing to have the idea. It is something else to try to actually grow the idea and turn it into something. And so definitely thank you. I'm thankful for all the returning families, and I'm very thankful for all the new families. So I'm looking forward to just inspiring and helping and inspiring and helping. Wrapping up the administrative process for putting the program I Am STEM Able into a high school out here in Sacramento. That's been great. You know, it's typical with the districts. You have to have those background checks. You have to make sure nobody has tuberculosis. And so those things are slowly happening, and then figuring out how to get paid, and do you use the business address, my address, it's just a lot, you know, but learning as we go. And so hopefully by next week, we can get into the process of actually saying, okay, it's time to go, start promoting it to the families, get those info sessions going, and start helping those kids at the high school. Once I get that information, then we'll go ahead and announce the high school and have more updates for you into February. And then in January, I was also approached to do a speaking engagement in March at one of my alma maters, Washington State University. So that's exciting. Working on putting that together. And that's going to happen the beginning of March. So that's great. I Am STEM Able will be there to discuss diversity, equity, and inclusion in STEM education. Very important, okay? And that was pretty much the month of January. A lot of learning. I'll be honest, I had some moments where I thought, what am I doing? You know, just go back to just tutoring like you did on the side, you know, go get a regular job and all the other things that cross your mind. Why am I torturing myself with this whole start a business thing? But every time I go and substitute at one of these schools out here, I just realized the importance of it. Just yesterday, as a matter of fact, I was subbing in a math class. It would happen to be my son's math teacher. So my son was in my first period and we pretended not to know each other. It was very funny. But later on that afternoon, one of the classes, somehow we got on the topic of my program. I started talking about myself, you know, just to introduce myself as the substitute teacher, and they were starting to ask questions. And so the topic got on the importance of people of color being in STEM degrees, because these classrooms that I sub in, it's most of the kids are considered students of color. And so I told them, I was like, it's wonderful that everyone's so into social media. I said, but we all can't be social media influencers. I'm gonna need some of y'all to be engineers, and the world needs some of y'all to be scientists. And the world needs, I was going down the list, I was on fire, and the kids were listening and really just like, that's true. And so I'm just here to inspire. And it's those moments that give me energy back into my program, because ultimately I want to phase out subbing in these classrooms, and I want to start bringing the program to the schools, and then pulling those kids out of the classrooms who really want to elevate their STEM capabilities, or just plant the seed for the STEM capability. Because I really feel like I can do more with this program than I could rotating the same, 30 times 7 students in and out of my one classroom. So no walls, baby, no walls for I Am STEM Able. And so that's the idea here. Okay, so that was January 2023. Looking forward to giving you a wonderful update for February 2023. All right, in the meantime, have a wonderful life. And remember, math is our friend. See ya.